Investors, real estate agents, and homeowners, why are there bubbles coming into my pool? Well, let's talk about some free and cheap finds and fixes. Since your pool is a closed loop system, there shouldn't be any bubbles. If you're seeing bubbles coming out the returns of the pool, that means the system has a breach and it's sucking air from somewhere. And that's your first tip. If it's pulling in air, then we know that the breach is coming from the suction side. We can rule out the pressure side, because if it were on the pressure side, it would be pushing water out, not pulling in air. The pressure side is going to be everything from the top of the pump through the equipment and back to the pool. The suction side is therefore everything from the skimmers and main drains back to the pump. Now, I have seen leaks come from small cracks in the pump housing, pipes, fittings, the drain valve, things like that, but those are far less common than, say, the strainer pot lid. The strainer pot lid is that large sight glass looking thing that you look inside, you can see the basket. The other really common one is where the pipe comes in the side of the pump. That union right there is a very common leak area. The third most common is low water level. If you have a pool leak or there has been a lot of evaporation, in other words, we've had no rain in quite a while and the water level drops, well, then the skimmer can start to pull in air there. Now, you can do some other things and further isolate the problems by turning a few valves. So if you were to turn off the valve at the skimmer and the bubbles don't go away, well, then the breach is probably not on the skimmer side, right? Similarly, if you turn the valve off at the drain and full water flow is restored and the bubbles go away, well, now you've isolated the breach to the drain side. Now, if you have turned off both valves, there may be more than two, but if you get my point on the suction side, if you've turned those valves off and the bubbles are still there, well, then that helps isolate between the valve and the pump itself. But that's all above ground and it's easily accessible for repairs. And so if you're seeing bubbles at the returns in the pool, then you're probably also seeing bubbles inside that strainer pot. And replacing O-rings is going to be very, very simple and easy. We all learned how to do lefty-loosey, righty-tighty a long time ago, and you're just literally going to replace a rubber O-ring in either that strainer pot lid or the union. If you've done those things and you've added water and the problem still doesn't go away, well, then you're probably going to have to hire a professional. But at least you've exhausted all the easy stuff. I hope that helps, and don't be shy. Feel free to give us a call or contact us anytime, and we appreciate your likes and subscribes.